Here we are then with some Assetto Corsa Competizione, and we're in the boat lead. So this is one of SimGrid's daily races. This is actually the last race of the night that I did, and we decided to go for it, Monza, because the first two races we had a bit of an incident in both of them. But here we are, P3 at Monza. Happy days. We all know what Monza is like, so I love the start to these races, by the way. I mean, just the fact you've got this rolling start, you control it, there's going to be different gaps, very close rolling start as well. It's all enjoyable, a little bit too close behind, but it's all good as we get ready here. So obviously we're trying to warm up the tyres quite quickly here, just being on the brakes a little bit here, trying to warm them up, keeping our place in that green little area that we've got to stay in. Really good way to start. It's really good initiative taken by ATC to, you know, create like a unique rolling start here. I kind of like it, to be honest. As we get ready then for the start of the race. Now we're going to maintain that 43 miles an hour. So we get ready, we're just under that. And green, 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 off we go here at Monza. As we're going to head to turn one. Turn one, of course, full savagery. As you can see, we're already 3 wide up ahead. We're trying to get in the mix as well. Where can we go? What can we do? Into this lovely little gap that's appeared here. Into the braking zone we go. And the Mercedes decides to absolutely jump everybody and go for that risk-free environment. But if you look behind, just going to get tapped from behind by the Mercedes, but the other Mercedes taps us back round, so thank you very much for that. And you can see the carnage there from the start. Look at that, my word, in the background. Good old turn one Monza. You can't change it, can you? You really, really can't. As we look on this TV camera, that beautiful TV camera, it looks glorious, this game. It really, really does look absolutely glorious as we head towards the second chicane here. Mercedes goes a bit deep there. Now the sausage curbs here absolutely destroy your car. If you've never played ATC before, you avoid the sausages for your life. It actually makes it quite good to race, to be honest with you, because if you're having to avoid the cuts, then nobody's getting advantage from a lucky cut. So it's kind of nice. It actually makes it more enjoyable, to be honest with you, especially more enjoyable than GT Sport in that sense at Monza. So we've dropped a few positions there, P3 down to P6 here. But let's see what we can do. We've got a Boatley up ahead. Obviously, Bentley, Boatley. You know the drill here with little digs at different cars. Or nicknames, we were saying. Not digs, nicknames. I do enjoy driving the Bentley. And it's nice to drive something different for a change, actually. And I'm going to focus on the Bentley on ATC. Really get my head in the game with the Bentley. And try and push on to get into those alien times, the top splits, where I can. In towards the braking zone at Parabolica we go, though. And we're going to look to try and get past the Bentley up ahead here. We get a good run through there. And, you know, slipstream, not huge in this game, but they're still there. Obviously, as you approach that 160, 170 mile an hour mark, that's where it's going to really impact you, because the cars ahead are going to be punching that wall, especially that Bentley, because it's the same shape as my car. So here we go then. We start pulling towards that Bentley. Goes defensive, so again down the outside. Oh, look at this. What a dive down the outside. And we get it stopped. Lovely bit of drive in there, side-by-side action as well. Good bit of racing there with the other Bentley driver there, Darius. And we get up into P5. Happy days. P Steve to P5. We continue on round the Curva Grande. And we continue on towards the second chicane. But we advance a bit further on now. We caught up to the Mercedes then in P number 4, the guy who helped me round. I've got light damage, of course. If you didn't know, I did get light damage from the contact from turn 1, but it saved me. So, happy days, but, you know, the punt up the rear, and this guy saved me. Thank you, Candle. Let's see what we can do here, then, on the Mercedes driver. Now, they don't have slipstream. We do have slipstream, so you're going to see the impact of slipstream now as we get towards the top end of these cars. We've also got a bit of damage here as well. It's starting to close now. Look at this. This is the kind of slipstream I like, you know. It's starting to have an impact. Look down the inside here. Are we going to get it stopped? 150 metre. We go for the brakes. We get the car stopped, clip that curb, through we go, another position up, it's P4 then, all happy days so far, 2.4 seconds behind P3 in that fight for P1 essentially, as we continue on through the Curva Grande. However, this Mercedes is going to have a run on me now, so you can see the impact here. Look at that slipstream taking effect now, goes towards the inside, decided not to defend here, just because he would have to go for a really big dive, and decided that he wouldn't go for it, and he doesn't, he backs out of it. So we keep P4 for now. Some good racing though there so far in this race. I love it when you can have some good racing. It's just so much more enjoyable, I've got to say. So we continue through the first Let's Go, get up to the second one. Those interested, I use the same brake markers in multiple games here at Monza. I've talked about it in the live streams as well. And, you know, same brake markers as normal as we advance at 3 billion miles an hour now. through there as we're catching some back markers here. So we've got an Audi R8 up ahead. Let's see if what happens with the back marker. So we head towards turn number 1 once again. Lots of action going on up ahead with the lead pack. Look at that line of stern there. But the Audi goes too deep, decides to take the old route through turn 1. And then it's actually going to back out of it there. Some good sportsmanship there from the Audi driver. Shout out to you, D. Richie. I'm going to butcher some names here. And we've got another back marker up ahead. We've got K. Clark. We did try and make the joke about Clark Kent in the live stream, you know, being Superman and all that, but we kept getting the name the wrong way around. Anyway, continue on towards the second chicane here. So the Ferrari goes a little bit deep, nothing major though. Through we go, and look at this awareness, beautiful awareness. Lets me go straight off the bat. Happy days, shout out to you, my friend. Lets me through, lose no time because of it either. So brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. 2.3 seconds still behind the Lamborghini driver, 2.4 now behind the Lamborghini driver in that P3 position. As we get a little bit in the corner. So it looks like we're running a little bit higher downforce than other cars and losing a bit on the straight maybe. That could have an impact. Of course, we've got a bit of damage still as well. But you know, we're putting in that pace, trying to chase that podium position as we head in towards the Scari here. Oh, look, someone's binned it there. Look at that. They've gone right off to Narnia here. As through we go, and oh, so close. Now, if you didn't notice, we actually merged to a new clip there. We did cross the boundary of laps. So we advanced a bit further on as we continue on now. So we got past that back marker, thankfully. Bit of luck as we enter the right-hander. Now, if you've not played ACC before, you're probably enjoying the sounds right now because the sounds in this game are unbelievable. They are gorgeous and lovely, and a million words couldn't describe it. I absolutely love the sounds in this game. I actually love the feel of the game, to be honest. The physics are brilliant, in my opinion. You know, it rewards smooth driving far more than GT does, for example, so I do enjoy it. As we head towards turn 1 then, oh, there we go, the Mercedes in that battle for the lead, just going straight on there through turn 1. Now, I'm not sure you can do that too many times, but we continue on. So that gap still 2.1 seconds to Lamborghini driver. It's not really changed. I really wish it had done, because I reckon I could have been in that fight, you know, from the start if we didn't get nudged at turn 1. As you see, they're still fighting up ahead as we jump to the TV camera now. And I do love this TV camera. We'll go on board for a lap, actually. Look at that. Through the second chicane we go. Looks gorgeous. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, to get it looking this good, you do need quite a good machine. Obviously, my PC, I've got a 3070 in there now. I've got the brand new 5900X CPU as well. 5900X CPU. So it is a beastly machine. And it still does run fairly at its limits there. You know, I am running full epic ultra settings. 125% scale as well, you know, really get the quality in there. But you know what, looks gorgeous, that's all I can say. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I can now see why people like the look of this game. Obviously I used to play it on my old PC, it didn't look quite as good. Now we've got the upgrade. You see a little bit of a graphics bug there, but that's been solved after filming this video. But yeah, after fixing that, you can see back marker being overtaken there. But yeah, after getting the PC sorted and fixed, oh, does look good, it sounds good, it's a good game. That's all I can say. So up ahead we have James May, who... Is it the real James May? Nobody knows, but the reason you click this video is to do with this driver, of course, as we approach the back marker. So we've lapped, this is the second time we're lapping this driver, it looks like. They're P28, P25 behind, already been lapped. As we head towards turn 1, just see somebody coming out the pits there. This is all going to get a little bit awkward into turn 1. Let's see what happens though. Into the braking zone we go. So James May goes too deep. Not sure he says that too often. And then into the left we go, and we get past the back marker. Lost a lot of time there, a lot of time. As we continue on then, we're going to go past James May here. Happy days. So up past the back marker. We've lost a lot of time though. Look at that, 2.7 seconds. It was under 2 seconds at one point there. But 2.7 seconds now. So in towards the braking zone we go. And James May, look in that mirror now, is going to absolutely plough us off into the Shadow Realm, unfortunately for us. And yeah, he does say sorry in chat there. We will jump towards the garage shot as well, because he does say sorry again in his James May way of sorry mate. I don't know if it's a real James May or not. I thought it was quite funny, to be honest, but quite a frustrating end to the race, I've got to say. Obviously we did 3 races that night, and all 3 we had incidents where, you know, we got dived, or, you know, we just got hit. Very unfortunate. You see there the sorry mate again. we all make mistakes at the end of the day. We do all make mistakes, and we'll have a look at what happened actually, you know, from a number of camera angles, because this is the good thing about ATC. We can look at it from a number of camera angles. So you see here from the helicopter camera here, we clean past. You see the Mercedes driver who we'd raced earlier on, Candle there coming in, and he just flashes his light, and you notice how he just flashes the lights, the Ferrari instantly moves over. I think James May got a little bit scared there, and literally, you know, I just got hit off there. And you see how everyone takes avoiding action. No ghosting here in ACC. You've got to take avoiding action. We made that mistake on our very first race. We tried to go through somebody. Didn't quite work out. Let's go on board with James May then in the Rinaldi Racing Ferrari. So you can see me going past there in the 107 Bentley. And if you look in that rear view TV camera we've got down there in that right hand side here, you'll just see the minute he flashes, he moves out the way. So good awareness here. Watch this and flash. Look, instantly moves out the way. Now if you look at the braking's where the problem is. It's only a quarter braking, not even full braking here still. So I'm assuming James May is using a load cell here and not absolutely ploughing that load cell. But then realises he's got nowhere to go, tries to turn around. You saw that steering wheel going full left to try and avoid me as well, but nothing much I could do, nothing much more James May could do there other than slamming that brake pedal like a madman. But yeah, that was the end of that race. Still an enjoyable race, and you know what? These SimGrid daily races are indeed very fun. Obviously Monza presents all sorts of carnage. It always does in any single racing game. It doesn't matter, you know, what you're playing, where you're playing it, there's always a crash at turn 1 just because of the Constantina effect. The further back you are in the grid, the slower you have to go into turn 1. It's just a fact. And we're going to re-watch here turn 1 on this TV camera. I do love this TV camera. Look at how good it looks as we go. Look at that 3 wide there up front. We saw that earlier on. We are just going to look at this going into turn 1. Something a little bit of carnage. I mean, we watched it earlier on as well, didn't we? Just after turn 1. But here you go, into the braking zone. Look how crowded that track is. This is why there's incidents. It is what it is as we come through here. And to be honest, it's not that too bad until you get further back. As you can see in the background, a little bit of carnage there. But it's all good. You know, we've had some very good clean races throughout the SimGrid daily races. And on ACC as a whole, it is a brilliant game. But that's going to be it for me now, folks. I do wish you all a very Merry Christmas. If you are alone this Christmas and you do just want to talk to somebody, do come on our Discord. It's in the description as well. I'll be around if you want to chat. I'm at my parents', but I'll have my laptop with me. So if you do want to chat to somebody, you know, you can fire a message away in there. But if you are having a good Christmas, enjoy it. You know, hopefully you get some nice, lovely presents, or at least you can have an enjoyable rest over the festive period. But that's going to be it for me now, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.